Welcome back in, everybody. Still to come, your college football preview for this weekend.
But first, favorite part of the show, we're going to hand out some helmet stickers. Patrick, do the honors.
All right, well, my helmet sticker is going to go to the Neshoba Central Rockets, picking up a nice 19-14 win over Columbus on homecoming. Very big celebration. Diamond was telling me all about it, so congrats to the Rockets on getting a big homecoming win. They get my helmet sticker for the week. Carmen, who gets your helmet sticker for the week?
The West Lauderdale Knights, huge win over a crosstown rivals tonight, 54-14. When you're putting up those numbers in a crosstown rivalry game, you deserve a helmet sticker. And watching Caden Peoples play, the kid is just an absolute athlete. Always fun to get to watch him. So mine goes West Lauderdale. Congratulations to you guys.
All right, very nice. Let's take a look at our college football action for Saturday at 2 p.m. on WTOK-2. Arkansas Pine Bluff facing off against Grambling at 2:30 on ESPNU. Jackson State hosting Florida A&M, and Alcorn State at Southern on ESPN Plus at 6 p.m. The Tigers of West Alabama are in Cleveland, Mississippi, facing off against the Fighting Okra of Delta State. That game kicks off at 4 p.m. The Golden Eagles of Southern Miss hosting Arkansas State at 6 p.m. That also on ESPN Plus. Games that can be seen right here on WTOK, the 11 a.m. matchup, a rare non-SEC matchup this season as number 6 Miami travels to Louisville at 2:30 p.m. SEC action kicks off, and it's the third Saturday in October, which means Alabama and Tennessee are fighting for bragging rights. We're looking to see which Bama team shows up in prime time. We got a top 5 matchup as the number 1 Longhorns hosting Carmen's Georgia Bulldogs, the 2 other SEC matchups to watch tomorrow. Auburn and Missouri kicking off at 11 a.m. on ESPN, at 3:15 on SEC Network. That's where I'll be. I'll be in Starkville as the Bulldogs are hosting the Aggies. All right, let's start with Alabama, Tennessee first, third Saturday in October. Who wins that one and why?
That's tough. Alabama's coming in as a slight favorite. I like Jalen Milroe as a more established quarterback, but you really are just kind of gambling what Alabama team is showing up here. Are you getting Georgia, like the Alabama-Georgia team, or are you getting a South Florida, one of these teams, a Vanderbilt Alabama team? Like, you just don't really know. And going into Neyland Stadium is not the place you want to be questioning what team you're having show up. I'm tempted to want to say Tennessee takes it by, I'd say, less than
I'm on your side. I think Tennessee gets the job done tomorrow. That defense is legit, and I think Josh Heupel is going to do enough to scout and take advantage of some of the mismatches he'll get on that offensive side of the ball. So I think Tennessee's going to win that one. But I think Bama does keep it close. They've got to get things going.
I will say, for me, a big factor in me wanting to take Tennessee is Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, no,
that
it's going to be.
Stadium is a huge factor, given it's not a night game, but it still is a midday game. I mean, it's going to be packed out, and they're wanting a 2022 repeat of tearing down the goalposts and throwing them in the Tennessee River. Like, they're looking for that. So
real quick, what does Mississippi State need to do? I don't think they're going to get the win tomorrow. What does Mississippi State need to show you tomorrow against Texas A&M?
I think they keep it close. Watching them against Georgia, watching them against Texas, this is a team that has fought through a lot of injuries, fought through having a lot of new guys, a new coach. So I think really just seeing a lot of heart from this team, I think that goes a long way, especially in a game against Texas A&M where they're not one of the best teams I've watched this season.
No, and I think Michael Van Buren has done a lot of good things this year, and has definitely So, and then let's move to the primetime matchup. Your Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Texas Longhorns in Austin. I think Georgia's going to win.
Okay,
and
I'm glad to hear you think that.
I'm not saying that because of what happened last week. I think Texas is just coming in, riding off the high. They're due for a letdown, and I think Kirby's going to have the boys ready to go.
We'll see. I feel like Georgia hasn't been great on the road at all. We've seen them struggle on the road pretty much all season. So I don't know if Austin, Texas is the place they turn it around. But, it'll be an interesting game for sure. I'm excited to watch. I kind of want to leave some of my heart out of that game.
Yeah, that's fair. Quinn Ewers is still dealing with some injuries, so we'll see how he's good. I don't think Kirby's going to call the dogs off. No pun intended. I think they're going to do. They're going to go after Quinn a lot. Yeah. That's going to do it for Football Friday this week. A big thank you to Hardee's for feeding our Football Friday crew, and as always, thanks to you guys at home for watching. We'll see you next week for another edition of Football Friday. Stay tuned for Jimmy Kimmel.